Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. As the recording time of 3:07 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,585, up about 3.75% so far. With respect to over crypto market and the equity market, we are rebounding from one of the worst days since October 2020. It seems like on the media affectation front, investors are being a little bit more optimistic, obviously from the negative apex that we have formed on that mega dip yesterday, as the oil price hit to basically 13 years high of $130 per barrel, subsequently drive the market to be in the bright red territory. And as of this morning, we saw similar affectation, hovering, kind of peaking upwards above like the low 120, like hovering around like the 124, 126, kind of levitating from there. And as the day progresses, we hear more news around sanctions onto Russia, but more like, I would say, kind of a pseudo sanction being performed by corporations around the world that are driving more, I guess, a scrutiny onto Russia, which also conveys some sort of optimism to investors, right? Just to name a few, like with respect to Starbucks, obviously Starbucks is a coffee company. McDonald's, Starbucks is suspending all their businesses in Russia, as obviously Putin put a forced attack on Ukraine. So they just kind of like, you know what, we don't want your business in your country. We just gotta disengage, basically. McDonald's also has temporarily closed 850 restaurants in Russia, basically for the last 2 weeks so far. In addition to that, we're also hearing some news around Joe Biden saying that America will ban Russian oil, but we will contract with other respective countries that are oil supplier in some sort of like an amicable agreement with these respective countries, and hopefully they would not charge us like a murder price, try to take advantage of regional countries because of this weird trade dynamics that we're experiencing right now. So it seems like collectively the world is trying to work itself out. Obviously with all of its affectation is conveying more confidence, right? In opposition to that, Goldman Sachs did have released their forecast, and I don't know why they release it now. But they basically break down the oil market scenario based on The Economist, saying that if the Russia-Ukraine war still, continue to worsen going forward, the range of the price of the crude oil can hit anywhere from 175 in a near term, and they talk about like this happens in the next couple weeks, to $300 per barrel in the near term as well. So that's I guess these numbers are quite astronomical, to be honest with you. 130 is already relatively high. 175 is super high. 300, I don't even know what to think about it. My brain just blows up that way. In addition to that, I am also seeing there's some foreshadow around the CPI report. Based on Wall Street expectation, they are expecting more of a logical, rational number in projections. With the obviously the COVID being subsided, obviously with the war that's cultivating, so they did take like a logical, mental adjustments onto the projections. But ultimately, it's about how much of a needle driver in terms of the the variance, right? The delta between the Wall Street expectations versus the actual numbers that come out, and then on top of the media affectation on that specific day, right? So that's something we'll look out for. The 10th coming up on this Thursday, so 2 days from now, or 1.5 days. 2 days almost over now, and then subsequently next week on 15 and 16 will be the FOMC meeting. So we'll be hearing directly from Jerome himself on the outlook going forward, and what are some other things that we should be mindful of around the interest hikes. Okay, so let's just dive into technical analysis without wasting more time. With respect to recording time of 3:12 p.m. on the Eastern Time, we are again just below the 2625, right? So we have a high propensity to like linger around there, and we were below at the 2486, basically the 2500, which is a flat number, not a real level. It seems like on the technical front, we are slowly curving up, and it seems like we are forming a valley on the MACD. So was that the bottom? I think so. Because like again, like per our depictions that we've been talking days ago, we do not foresee 2362 or 2150 to be coming because that's a really, really depleted level. But I think right now rebounding can be possible. But this might be just a sign of head and shoulder. Like right now, this is a head, this is a shoulder. And if we form this, and I think ideally we'll go to like midway again, like 2750, right? And then we sell back down. But that is still like a decline, right? A descending trend on an overall pattern. So nothing is really out of the woods yet. We're not reversing at all, despite it looks like it's reversing. Bitcoin is down about 2%, same affectation, right? Head, shoulder, shoulder. At the 45 of 70 curving up. So we're similar fashion, right? If we get up to 40, we might give up and sell back down again. That's obviously clearly a head and shoulder pattern. And that doesn't do us any favor, right? So that's something to think about, look out for. The 10th might do it. My depiction, or again, I'm not a wizard. I do not predict the future. But I think the 10th is going to be a positive day. It's possible because of the depletion. We get a positive signal when we surge up, and then subsequently we hear more negative news around the Russian war. We subsequently deplete, right, around like 15 and 16, right? So I think that could be a possibility. We're still, again, not out of the woods yet, right? Respect to Dogecoin, flat right now, anywhere from current level all to 1066 is so logical to dollar cost average. Cardano, flat as well. So right now, anywhere from current level to 74, still logical. Solana is at the 82 right now. Anywhere from, again, 85 to 75 is logical with the 39 out of 70. XRP is up about 1%. We're squeezing, right? This is a wedge. That's why we're forming like a tighter knit, right? And as we keep squeezing, we have a high propensity to surge up as the next catalyst breaks. And I think that could be the 10th, possibly. Again, I'm not a wizard. I do not predict the future. But this is definitely a pattern that's showing a sign of a preliminary surge coming for XRP. Polkadot is up about 5%. 46 out of 70 is okay. Not the best, not the worst. I like anywhere from basically 1575 all the way to 14. Algorand's up about 2%. 73 right now. Anywhere from current level all the way to 69 from here. Shiba Inu at low 2000, so 2100, 1400, 900 from here. Polkadot up about 3.5%. Anywhere from 143 to 120. AVAX up about 4% right now. This is a clearly head and shoulder pattern. This is a head, shoulder, 59 to 50 is where it should be landing shortly. Luna surging up again because of the market surging up, but we know that the death cross needs to be formed eventually, and it has not formed because of the reversal of the market, because of some optimistic factor being baked in. But we're still 61 out of 70, so definitely risk is high as hell. Not advisable, right? So appreciate you for dropping by on this Tuesday again. Have a good day, and let me know if you have questions. Take care.